Hi. Today, we're going to be making blueberry orange bread using the JennAir app and the JennAir professional style range. First thing we're going to want to do is preheat the oven, and we're going to be using the app to interact with our product today. So start by opening the JennAir app, going to the Culinary Center, and the recipe that we're using today can be found under the JennAir custom recipes. Find the recipe that you want to follow, so the blueberry orange bread. You'll scroll down to the bottom and click the assisted cooking button. Next, we're going to select which oven we're using to cook today's bread. We're going to search in our list of appliances and find the large oven on the JennAir professional style range. The first thing we need to do once we're on this screen is select what type of baking dish we're using. Today, we're using a ceramic loaf pan. So we're going to select from the drop-down menu, ceramic loaf pan. Confirm the temperature, 375 degrees, and a cooking time of 30 minutes. We're going to click the Start button. From here, you can either click Start or Send to Appliance. We want to send this command to the appliance. The app is telling us to press the Start button on the appliance, which, as you can see, is flashing. Now that our JennAir professional style range is preheating, we're going to start to mix together our ingredients to make today's bread. Using the app, I'm going to navigate back to the recipe for today's blueberry orange bread. Here on the JennAir app, I'm going to find a list of all of the ingredients as well as the instructions needed to make today's recipe. So we're going to start by sifting together our dry ingredients with the flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt, as well as the spices. Going to use my whisk to sift everything together, incorporate the air, and then I'm going to add in the frozen blueberries. We're using frozen blueberries to prevent them from popping during the baking process and turning your entire loaf blue. We're just going to mix these blueberries into our mixed dry ingredients, making sure that they are all covered. None of them are stuck together, so we have nice and even distribution throughout our loaf. We now have all of our wet ingredients already whisked together, so we can just add those into our dry ingredients. Now we're going to fold it all together, per the instructions in the JennAir app, making sure that we have everything well incorporated but not overmixed. We're now going to clear some space so we can put our batter into our greased ceramic loaf pan. We now have our loaf pan filled and prepared and ready to go into the JennAir professional style range. You can see with the flashing lights that the range is still preheating. When the oven chimes, we'll know that the cavity is preheated and ready to go. As you know, the JennAir professional style range no longer has an LCD screen incorporated into the appliance. So if you're wanting to see where in the preheat process your range is, you can go back to the JennAir app and see where you're tracking to that preheat. We just heard our chime, so we know that the range is ready to start baking. We also saw our iPad screen using the JennAir app flip to a screen that says, "Your preheat is complete, would you like to start your cook timer?" So let's go ahead and put our loaf pan in the range and we'll get the timer started on the JennAir app. I'm going to click the Start Timer button, and you see that our 30-minute timer has started. The timer on the JennAir app has gone off, so it's now time to open the oven, pull out the glide rack, and test for doneness using a bamboo skewer. If it comes out clean, it means it's ready to come out of the oven. When the timer goes off on the app, it will automatically shut the oven off. So that means you're ready for this to cool and enjoy.